We found a baby in our backyard. Whose is it? Must be ours. The story follows Shirong, a boy who lives in a village near the mountains and loves learning about magic. But before all that, he was left in a barn and found by a hunter and his wife. To be honest, their reactions to finding him was crazy. This must be our child. Teloma, how did you come to that conclusion? Anyway, one day he visited the city with his dad and came across a pile of books thrown out like trash. In this world, only nobles are entitled to read books. While thinking of why that is, he gets interested in an ongoing magic lesson and starts eavesdropping. After scaling the wall and joining the class, he comes in contact with magic for real, and the result? He enters the realm only nobles can reach, the Avatar state. Just kidding, it's the spirit zone. Anyway, he gets attacked by a gang led by a female noble and is forced to cast a wind spell in the spirit zone. I'm sure you think it's not all that, but what is crazy is that he had only seen this spell once before and he can already instantly cast it from memory. Anyway, they get back home, but from that day, all Shiron's attempts to cast the magic fails. 3 years later, he's offered a job and starts to work for the Urgent family. His job is to organize the books for 2 years, and any rumor about it will get his family packed. So on a lucky day, Shiron gets acquainted with the young master who's dodging training and tells on him to save himself. But that doesn't turn out well, cause a month later, the young master returns and drags him to a training room to teach him a lesson. Spoiler, it doesn't go as planned. Here's the thing. So throughout his time in the mountains, Shiron had been perfecting this technique called Thunder Strike, which can cut down a tree in one strike. And now he uses it here to escape from the situation. Of course, that also doesn't go according to plan. You see, right here on the plan it says, Step 1, use Thunder Strike to calm the young master. Step 2, there is no step 2. Turns out the young master Ryan had been overshadowed by his bro, Rai, and also neglected by his family. And Shiron's attitude now reminds him of his bro. So he pulls out a real sword, and now Shiron's cooked in a month's time. There's no time to waste, so he starts training daily and also hits this hard pose and says some wise words from time to time. A month later, the duel starts off and Shiron wins after a difficult battle with his life on the line. Anyway, this rivalry continues as they grow up and it leads to a friendship that almost gets him baked, almost, but doesn't, and instead gets him into a magic school. 3 months after his job ends, he leaves for Alfie's wizard school, and as he gets there, he notices someone familiar, the female gang leader from before, who's now the top student. Unfortunately, he's also noticed and starts getting targeted, but before that, he gets tested and put into class 7. So here's how things are. This girl, Amy, from the noble family Carmes, is embarrassed of her former identity as a rogue gang leader, and with Shiron's arrival, she fears he'll spill the beans and wreck her image. So she feels threatened and starts to bully him, and so Shiron's life as Amy's coffee shuttle begins. Unfortunately for Amy though, her scheme backfires and the matter blows up, and she cuts the shuttle event short after a few days. Though it doesn't end there, cause Amy's courter, someone that's courting Amy, starts his own gauntlet. He attacks Amy. Bro, I will throw this bird out, bro. He attacks Amy and Shiron with anti-magic, gets defeated by Shiron, and is punished. I hope. And Shiron also hits this pose again and says some words that I don't remember. Anyway, some time goes by and Shiron is about to be promoted to class 5, but his classmates kick up a whole fuss about it. Why? Well, there's a rumor flying around that Shiron and Amy are a thing, and that causes Shiron to be bullied by his classmates. So to resolve the dispute of promotion, the principal makes it into a test, so that anyone who places first will be promoted straight to class 5. But there's a problem. Shiron doesn't know any spell, and he only has a month till the test to learn teleportation. I'm just realizing that almost all duels and tests in Manhwa take a month, even in my previous video. Is there something special about that? Anyway, on the day of the test, Shiron passes out and misses it. Almost. After a lot, and I mean a lot of twists and turns, he wins and is promoted to class 5. By the way, before the test, he borrowed a book from Amy, and after he passes the test and is thinking of returning it, he finds something written inside. It says, oh my. It says like and subscribe. Anyway, Shiron goes on a basic run and joins a club of misfits, and somehow this guy, Iruki, becomes his rival. Just what we needed. A new anti-hero that will push the MC to get stronger. And just in time too. Another test is around the corner where they'll have to go head to head to win. Is it also in a month's time? Not sure. Anyway, the test starts and they are meant to hit targets with magic, and counting numbers is a way to launch stronger and faster attacks. But in this test, Shiron breaks the wall and goes beyond counting numbers into a whole new domain. By the way, did I mention Eruku is a genius? He could easily beat the previous record for the test but was holding back and just now releases his full strength. Long story short, Shiron uses his plot methods to overpower him and he loses. And then he drops some easily misleading words after. I mean, there must have been a clearer way to say this, right? Anyway, he gives some bogus reason and everyone runs with it. Case closed. He's scared of his own powers. Reminds me of Kaido from Psyche K, who has world-ending powers sealed in his hands. Chunibyo case maxed out. And so we've come to the end of the video. Like, sub, leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Omnium, we outta here.